Welcome everybody. In this video we're going to understand on the topic communication, then types of communication and how the communication is processed. So first of all we'll see what is communication system. The communication system is a system which describes the information exchanges between 2 points. The process of transmission and reception of information is called communication. The major elements of communications are transmitter of information, channel or media of communication, and the receiver of information. So there are different types of communication. Basically we have two types. One is analog in nature, that is analog communication. Second one is digital in nature, that is digital communication. Now see, so in this presentation we're going to see what is the definition of communication. So communication is what? The word communication comes from Latin word communicate, which means to share. So communication is the basic step of exchange of information. For example, a baby in a cradle communicates with a cry when she needs her mother. That is one example. Another example, a cow mows loudly when it is in danger. Third one, a person communicates with the help of a language. So communication is the bridge to share our feelings. So communication can be defined as the process of exchange of information through means such as words, that is language, action, that is moving our hand, showing the movement of our head, then signs, etc. between two or more individuals. Now we'll see what is the main parts in communication system. So there are three important parts. From this diagram you can see three important things are what? Sender, channel, and last one is receiver. So what is sender? Sender is a person who send a message. It could be a transmitter or transmitting station from where the signal is transmitted. So it means what? Sender is a person who sends a message. So when it sends a message, it can be from station, transmitter station. Okay, for example we can say radio station. So when the signal is transmitting through radio station, so it is transmitted by a transmitting antenna. So that one transmitted antenna is the part of transmitting station through which the signal, radio signal, is transmitting. Second one is channel. So channel is what? Channel is the media through which message signals travels to the destination. So channel may be wire communication or wireless communication. So it depends upon the communication, which communication we are using. Last one is receiver. Receiver is the person who receives the message. So receiver is the destination of this whole communication system. So it could be a receiving station where the transmitted signal is being received. So next we will see about the types of signals. So different types of signals are there for sending or communicating between two end, means one is sender, one is receiver. So an electrical impulse or an electromagnetic wave which travels a distance to convey a message and can be termed as signal in communication system. So if the signal is traveling through wire, it may be go as an electrical impulses, or if the signal is transmitting in wireless condition, it may be travel as a electromagnetic wave. So depending on their characteristics, signal may be classified into two types. Number one is analog, number two is digital. So this analog and digital are also subdivided into two types. One is periodic and second one is aperiodic. Now first we will see what is analog signal. A continuous time varying signal which represent a time varying quantity can be termed as analog signal. So this signal keeps on varying with respect to time. So for example, it can be as a sinusoidal signal. So what happen here, the signal is depends upon the time. So here the continuous time varying signal will be goes on. For example, we'll see, let us consider a tap that fills a tank of 100-liter capacity in a hour, that is 6 am to 7 am. Now the portion of filling the tank is varied by varying in time, which means after 15 minutes, that is in 6:15 am, the quarter portion of the tank gets filled, whereas at 6:45 am 3/4 of the tank is filled. If we try to plot the varying portion of the water in the tank according to the varying time, it would be like this. So in this graph we can see, so this graph is between the time and capacity in liter. Okay, so here the image varies according to time. So this time varying quantity can be understood as analog quantity. So the signal which represent this condition with a inclined line in this figure is an analog signal. So this communication based on analog signal and analog value, which is called analog communication. Next one is digital signal. So this digital signal is discrete in nature, or you can call it as non-continuous in form, can be termed as digital signal. So the signal has individual value denoted separately, which are not based on previous value, as if they are derived at their particular instant of time. So here discrete in nature means the signal may be high or low, or you can call it as 0 or 1, that is binary 0 or 1. So you can see in an example. So let us consider a classroom having 20 students. If their attendance in a week is plotted, it would be look like the figure as given below. So here number of students is how many? 20. So how much by day how many students are present in a week? So Monday it shows 17, then Tuesday it shows 18, then Wednesday it shows 20, then Thursday 19, Friday that will be 18, Saturday is less than 16, maybe 15. So in this figure the value are stated separately. For instance, the attendance of the class on Wednesday is 20, whereas Saturday is 15. So these values can be considered individually and separately or discretely, hence this is called discrete value or digital values. The binary digit which has only ones and zeros are mostly termed as digital value. Hence the signal which represents ones and zeros are called as digital signal. The communication based on digital signal and digital value is called as digital communication. So these are the two things. One is analog communication, second one we have seen digital communication. Now this analog signal and digital signal are also subdivided into periodic and aperiodic. Now we'll see what is periodic signal. Any analog or digital signal that repeats its pattern over a period of time is called periodic signal. So this signal has its pattern continued repeatedly and is easy to assume or to be calculated. So here suppose a signal in digital in nature, suppose 1. So after 1 it comes 0. So in periodic signal, so 1 then 0, then it may definitely come again 1, then again 0. So continuously it will be alternate. So you can see as an example. So if we consider a machinery in industry, the process that takes place one after the other is continuous procedure. So for example, procuring or grading the raw material, processing the material in batches, packing a load of product one after the other, etc., follow a certain procedure repeatedly. Such a process, whether considered analog or digital, can be graphically represented as values. See here. So this is then graphical representation. So x-axis we have a time period, y-axis we have an amplitude. So this is a periodic analog in signal. So here, so the continuous signal, so for every clock pulse, after every clock pulse there is a same repetition of clock pulse. So this is the example of periodic analog signal. Next we will see about aperiodic. So here aperiodic is also maybe of analog or digital, that doesn't repeat its pattern over a period of time. So that's why it is called aperiodic. So the example we'll see, the daily routine of a person, if consists of various types of work which takes place different time interval for different tasks. So a person suppose is doing some work, maybe daily it may not be same work. So based on their time, the task is also different. The time interval or the work doesn't continuously repeat. So for example, a person will not continuously brush his teeth from morning to night. So that too with the same time period. Okay. So such a process considered in digital or analog can be graphically represented here. So this is the representation. So here aperiodic, analog in nature. See here the wave is not periodic in nature. So it is changing with the time. In digital also, see here the 0 and 1s are not same in the time period. So first maybe 0 is 0 time period and the second cycle 0 of time is not equal. So that's why it is periodical digital in nature. So in general, signals which are used in communication systems are in nature, analog in nature, which are transmitted in analog or converted to digital and then transmitted depending upon the requirement. So it means what? Mostly what we are doing, communication is done in mostly in digital in nature. So that means we are transmitting the digital signal. So basically in communication, the signal which you have to transmit is originally in analog in nature, but before transmission we have to convert it to digital, then we have to transmit the signal. So similarly in the receiver we will receive the signal, then we will change the signal, that is we are converting the signal from digital to analog, that is in original form, to the receiver section. So this is about the basics of communication system.